this like swapping from cold to warm pad is like actually making me feel better. I'm not even kidding. My wrists are cooked right now on the left hand. Okay, listen, I'm going to dive right into it. Okay, I'm going to dive right into it. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news about what's going on. Okay, in the world of HasanAbi Piker. Okay, so first and foremost, you might be noticing certain things on the stream. You're like, what the fuck are you wearing on your arms? I ordered these two different wrist wraps. One I microwaved, this one, and this one I left in the freezer. So I'm doing heat and cold press basically. I'm doing both at the same time. So like what I'm doing is I'm gonna swap them around throughout the day. Okay, I'm basically going to swap them around throughout the day because my wrists are still inflamed. If yesterday was a 10, today we're at a 7. So that's good. You know what I mean? We went from a 10 to a 7. This is not himbo science at all. Okay, this is not himbo science at all. Don't give me that bullshit. But yeah, I ended the broadcast yesterday early. I was tired. Ended the broadcast early, basically laid down on the couch, watched young Midoriya go through his own tumultuous journey, trying to figure out how to make sure that he can use One for All without burning up his body. You know what I mean? I see a lot of parallels between me and young Midoriya. I too am also the type of dude who didn't have any quirks, any powers growing up. You know what I mean? My power was the genius of hard work. That's who I was. I worked hard. And sometimes that hard work could come back and you over. You know, maybe you unlock a potential. You unlock a power deep inside of you that f***s your wrists up because you shot too much. So in any case, I've been icing my wrists. That's it. I've been Epsom salting. I tubbed it up last night. Any risk of permanent damage? Hopefully not. I think honestly, it's probably just like really inflamed tendons. Like they are very, what do you call it? They're fat. What is it called when they get fat? Swollen, inflamed. Yeah, they're swollen. But basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to basically copy paste in what it would be like if I was going from an ice bath to a hot bath. I'm trying to stimulate that on my arms. Bad shooting form? I don't think it's bad shooting form. When is the funeral for your wrist? It's not dead yet. It's not dead yet. And let me tell you why it's not dead yet. Yesterday, I was in a lot more pain. Today, I'm in a lot less pain. So there you go. Like I said, it went from a 10 on the pain scale. If it went from a 10 where I couldn't even open bottles and go, every now and then, like a cutting pain every now and then because I like randomly manipulated my wrists in a way that they didn't want to be in. Today, the pain is at like a 6 or a 7. So I don't think it's that bad. I'm a kinesiologist. If in 2 weeks you still have pain, go to the doctor, see if you have damage. Yeah, I think it's just like, I think it'll go away. I think it was just like super inflamed. I hope. I'm just telling myself that, you know, the power of Christ compels me. The power of my mind is going to save me. As a self-proclaimed gooner, how are you holding up? I'm fine. I actually was able to crank one and I didn't have any issues at all. I mean, there was a little bit of an issue towards the end when you get a little too passionate, but that's it. So I don't have an issue with that either. I did the classic bathtub, then down a little bit of NyQuil and then goon it, you know, go against the NyQuil, try to see who wins. You know what I mean? Do I win? Does the crank win out or does the NyQuil win out? But then afterwards it's over. If you are able to know while you're on NyQuil, it's so Jover. It's not even a question. It's like you're super done after that. 2 winks and a nod, you know, you're out. Whew. Anyway, so I was popping off with that. There you go. A little bit of personal news shared with you. That's called Boy Dinner. Yeah. Modern science versus the will of a gooner. Yeah. In any case, I don't really have much else going on in my life other than the fact that I am actively in recovery. I've been talking to Bradley Martin, my goat, my king, my legend, as much as I possibly can, trying to see what the best methods and tactics are in order to get rid of this pain. Might even go to zoo culture. What happened to you? It's nothing. Bradley Martin slapped a child. Yeah, he did, but it was valid. Won't you need surgery? No, dude. What the is wrong with you guys? Yeah, I need to get my shit healed up so I can start slapping broccoli haircut zoomers as quickly and with the same level of force that Bradley brings to the table. That's the major reason as to why I want to heal immediately. I want to heal pronto, you know? I'm a natural healer and could probably heal you with just a touch. Reading this comment is fine too. You are now healed. You're welcome. Thank you. Bro, I'm not, I don't know if this is like placebo effect, but like this cold, this like swapping from cold to warm pad is like actually making me feel better. I'm not even kidding. I'm an anti-healer and I can unheal you with a chut. No, I didn't read it. I didn't read the whole thing. No, that chatter unhealed me. No, quick, witches, hex him, hex his ass. Remember, 15 minutes off, 15-minute off with heat or cold compress. That's what I've been doing. I've been swapping them around. As probably your only ultra endurance athlete, I humbly offer my coaching services for your next 1K bucket challenge. I'm not doing that. As a Chicagoan, it's hard for me to admit that you're right about LeBron. Jordan can't match LeBron's top of the house ad breakaways. See, that's kind of fucked up because like it's a weak moment for me. I'm watching LeBron James. I'm just, vibing with the chat. There's a fun back and forth between me and the chat. We're just having fun, right? And like I'm injured. I'm healing off of a wrist injury. And you just come in here and like exploit my weak moment. You know what I mean? That's not all right. You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of uncalled for. That's kind of fucked up. You just said like, you just exploited one of my biggest weaknesses, which is like Hasan was right. And then also tie it to a LeBron James statement. I'm going to take that L and move on. But if you guys don't want to catch an L at the top of the hour, all you need to do is subscribe. Okay. Woke up in the middle of the night because I had an insane dream, chat. Insane dream. I don't know what it is, but I had a dream where I was like, there was a dude in my house and he was going to torture me. It was a nightmare, maybe not so much a dream. And he wanted to torture me by putting a rat inside of like a funnel and putting it on my ear and then lighting the rat like a little bit so that the rat would like try to escape into my brain, right? Like that was the type of torture that the dude was trying to do. And I noticed that like that is a real type of torture, by the way, for those of you who don't know. Anyway, actual medieval torture. Yeah. So basically I noticed it. He came to me as though he was an ally, but I realized that he's like not an ally. And then I noticed that he had a knife stuck on his back. One of those like little steak knives that you have that is like kind of Ripley, like smaller. Okay. I remember it so vividly because it was a really crazy dream. So I pushed him into the wall to like stab him further with the knife that was already stuck on his back. Yeah, it was serrated. And then I turned him around. I took the knife out and I just started stabbing him. I've never actually like killed someone or had any kind of dream like that ever before in my entire life. It was crazy. We were like fighting and I'm just like literally stabbing him and like cutting him open. And I was literally seeing all of that. Okay. Here's where it gets even weirder. Okay. So I'm the shit out of this dude. I think he's dead. I get up and first thing I do is I'm like, oh, I don't want Kaya to see this. So I take Kaya out on a walk. Okay. So I take Kaya outside on a walk and then immediately I call 911. I'm like, yo, someone, there was a home invasion and, I had to defend myself. I think he's dead, blah, blah, blah. And then I come back home after like 5 minutes and the body is gone. And I just woke up at that moment thinking like, oh shit, either his friends came and picked him up or he didn't die. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what's going on. I can't like think of anyone. Like I can't think of a world where this would be relevant for people saying, oh, you called the cops, like typical C word. Yes. The reason why I called wasn't because I wanted them to defend me, dumbass. It was so that I don't go to jail. Like even in my dream, in that moment, I was like thinking like, oh, I have to like immediately explain what happened here so that I don't go to jail. Dreaming about a person is about repressed anger or the desire to be free from some problem. It does not signify victory, but rather a struggle. Your desire to be freed from the influence of or pain of a person or problem. Huh. Kind of your content coded, to be honest, but ayo, much scary when it's mushing together and invading your dreams. What? Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was about. It's just a thing that a nightmare that I have. I woke up in a state of panic, I woke up in a state of panic and I was like, shit, that's crazy. What the And then basically the panic turned into like more so a panic about like, oh, thank God it was a dream. While also simultaneously I was thinking like, wait, why did I started dreaming like this? What the does it mean? So then my panic switched over to like, why the hell am I dreaming shit like this? Did you eat cheese yesterday? I swear cheese leads the messed up dreams. No. My entire office had bad dreams last night. It's weird. Wait, what? You guys talk to each other about bad dreams? We noticed the trend that after we all had bad dreams, people kept saying me too. When I was going through a lot of big changes in my life, I had a lot of nightmares about death. It's probably just a product of stress and anxiety in your life. Yeah. No, I did not have melatonin before bed.